Hello, board members. How are we doing this? Fine, fine. Relaxed Saturday morning. Well, I hope. We're going to be continuing just a little bit of UnderRail. Now, are we going to die a lot? Yes. Am I going to get frustrated a little bit? Probably. But that's okay. I still like the, spearing giant Black Widow spiders in the background. It's very ominous. It's a very good title screen. Also, you can actually see through the menu there. You can actually see someone on a jet ski, as we were talking about, has been mentioned, I guess, that you actually get to play around on a jet ski at some point. I assume that's a DLC thing, which we probably won't be doing for a little while, but eventually we'll get there. Eventually. Yeah, where did we leave off? I think we're in Core City. We figured out we were not going to be able to do the rest of Rail Crossing without potentially skipping some very important and or valuable stuff. So we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go here and we're going to try to meet up with Gorski probably. We were told about the work to be done at the docks where you can like guard a fishing boat or a transport boat or something. Obviously, we can also meet Abram in Core City, which is always an option. I don't know what kind of crazy, you know, crime he's going to have me commit, but probably some. Yeah, we can meet Gorski in Core City. Look for him in the Hardcore City bar, which I think we're on the right floor for. When we ended the stream last week, we went over here to this little thing and got a lore or an XP item. Oh, and there's one in here too. How convenient. More XP. Man, leveling is weird, team. Oh, this is the doctor. As you move closer to the woman who appears to be in her late 30s or early 40s, you notice she's holding a scalpel in front of her face, studying it with great concentration. She turns it around and observes it from every angle, occasionally touching the blade with her thin fingers and smiling. You wait quietly, but you get no acknowledgement. It appears that this object mesmerizes her so much that she is unaware of you even being there. I'd like to talk to a doctor. She snaps out of her focused state and turns to you. Her expression turns neutral, and then she smiles. Soon after, she gives you a response, carried by a rich, high-pitched voice. I'm a doctor. Really, don't let my coat fool you, she cackles. I'm Dr. Gratz, and it is a pleasure to meet you. You know what? I'll even diagnose your illness straight away, my dear patient. I will. Let's see. Perforated eardrum? Asking questions about the city. What do you think of the faceless invasion? Looking for Terry and Lori Baker. They were merchants from Southgate Station. Have you seen them, perhaps? Don't know. Don't know. Anyone named like that? Like that? I'm sorry, but I really can't help you. Nope. No. Okay. Is this someone pretending to be the doctor and hoping no one notices if that's what's going on? Barter, perhaps? Would Madame like to barter? Wow, 10? 10 is all we're gonna get for a vial, huh? Alright. Oh, she wants my gasoline. I'm sorry, ma'am, you can't have my gasoline. I need my gasoline. You could probably have these psi boosters, though. I don't need those. Here, have the psi boosters. I've got 4 bandages, 4 mega hypos, and 35 regular hypos. You have anything interesting? Oh, we have more adrenaline shots. Increases action points by 20, dodge and evasion by 30, and strength by 2 for 3 turns. Temporarily removing any fatigue. After the effects expire, the consumer will be worn out. Cooldown 12 turns. I don't know what worn out means, unless that's just code for there is a cooldown timer. Which, if that's the case, that's fine. I mean, 1. Let's grab 2 of these. We'll grab 2 of them. Ika has been really wanting us to get some of these, so we'll grab 2 of these. And that'll make up the difference. I mean, it's a little bit in her favor, but that's probably fine. Alright. Trade. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, she's a psionic. Look at that. Who would have guessed? Turian Enforcer. Oh, we got a weapon store. We might have some guns I could sell. Oh yeah, there's actually just weapons on the wall. I guess so you could attempt the steal if you wanted to? Oscar. Or Oscar? I guess it's Oscar, but with a K instead of a C. You see a boulder of a man is encased in metal armor, inspecting an assault rifle. His eye is peering into the gun's chamber through the open ejection port. But an instant after you come into the store, it shifts to you. He lowers the rifle, closing the bolt simultaneously, before setting it aside and greeting you with a mean face and a corresponding voice. Greetings, gunslinger. Need guns to exterminate your enemies? Need explosives to demolish anything that stands in your way? Need bullets to fuel your murderous urges? Or perhaps you need armor to protect your weak flesh from harm? If your answer is yes to any of these questions... Wait, can I add one? Oh, I can. Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Oscar's Armory. And to ask you something by chance... Welcome, Ika. How goes it? Pretty good. How are you doing? Hopefully work's treating you pretty good today. Not crazy busy. Looking for Terry and Lori Baker. They are merchants from Southgate Station. Have you seen them, perhaps? Never heard of them. And if I've never heard of them, then they aren't hardcore. Fact. Hence. I can't help you. Okay, fair enough. What would you... Do you barter? Excuse me. Do you do the barter? But yeah, Ika, how are you doing? You having a good day, hopefully? Hopefully you're having a good day. Lots of guns. Wow. An XM bipoded harbinger of doom. A little bit damage change. A Reaper Commando. What is this? Reaper type sniper rifle. The mounted pneumatic barrel retractor makes it more deadly when used in close quarters. Oh my god. A 69-104 though, that's actually very similar to what we've already got for damage in a sniper rifle, but this one comes with a pneumatic barrel, which is nice. 34,000 though, that's probably going to eat like most of our... Well, that's about a third of the cash we've got on us, so I guess it's not too bad. We also still need a... Oh, here we go, a spearhead frame. But these are only quality 67, and we need a quality 110 to be able to upgrade our Dragunov. I don't know how much of an effect the Dragunov has, like the upgrade will have, but it's probably not nothing, right? So that's good. So yeah, unfortunately neither of these are going to help us. Other side appears a small spot at long distance. Oh, it's very frustrating. Like I'm still really disappointed that in order to make a Molotov cocktail, you have to drop 10 points into tailoring. Because our character literally can't understand how a rag works without 10 points in tailoring. It's very silly to me. It's just very silly to me. Does this guy sell Molotovs? Actually, he doesn't. No, he has hand grenades though. Wow, 315 for a hand grenade isn't too bad. I mean, it doesn't have the raw chaotic effect of a Molotov or like the aerial denial, but the area denial stuff is really nice. But you know, that's not terrible. Shock reinforced rat hound leather gloves. That's a lot. There's a lot going on with that. A Neo Luger. Lots of submachine guns. Yeah, I don't think he has anything we really need. And we're probably just better off selling guns now, right? He wants 4 firearms, huh? You want 4 firearms, you say? Yeah, 6,000 for that one. 4,000 for that one. 39 for that one. Oh, what do you want for melee weapons? He wants 2 melee weapons. For... Oh, definitely that one. Can you afford all this? You absolutely cannot even come close to affording this. Oh, God. Okay. I have to remember that it's very, very, very easy to, like, break the economy in this, so... I have to remember that. I mean, technically this guy's got armor. What is our armor at? 21 and 8 with some electrical resistance and the 200% against bullets and shotgun shells. That's 8. What's this thing? It's a groin guard. Chance to critically be hit by weapon and unarmed attacks reduced by 3%. Only affects male characters. Equipped immune dirty kick, extra stun duration. I've been fine so far. Just need to do my last tour, which I'll be driving over to now. Lurk. Alright, drive safe. Ooh, what is this? How interesting. What do we got here? Oh my god, stealth decreased by 59, but immunity to burning. Wow. That is a piece of armor, all right. Good lord. Dang. That is a serious piece of armor. Oh, here we go. Armor penalty. But this has the stealth increase by 27% on it. Whereas this vest does not have that, and it has nothing else better than what we're wearing, so. Insulated ride armor. It's only 100, but it has a 10 base for mechanical damage, which is a little bit better than what we're working with. But again, no stealth bonuses, which is really kind of what we're helping. Really what this armor is for. I mean, I guess the other option is we go completely the other direction, right? And we could go the other direction if we think we're going to get into a fight. And just switch over to our heavy armor, stealth up as close as we can, and just snipe someone, and then it's on, right? Firearms to increase the firing rate. Why does a rapid reloader increase the firing rate? That's not what it's for. Oh, but I do need to buy one of these, because we need one of these to go on our sniper rifle if we're going to build a sniper rifle. Frustration. Frustration. Ooh, okay. So 61 and 64. So we've got the pneumatic barrel. Well, rapid reloader, though. We might want to pick one of these up. Since I don't think we've actually come across one of these yet. So we're going to take the rapid reloader with us. That way, I have it when if we decide to build a sniper rifle, I can put this on there. And what this apparently does is reduces, like, the action point cost to use the sniper rifle by 20%, which usually roughly translates to about 5 less action points, which isn't a ton, but it might be enough to mix with the fact that we could then shoot with the rifle and then shoot with the pistol and maybe pull something off, if that makes sense. Because I think it's 40, so if you lose 5, it'd probably be, well, 20% would be, what, like 7 or something? 7 would be times 5 is what, 45. 6 is, yeah, it would probably be like 6. So that takes us down to a 34. 34 is going to be what? 16 action points? That's just enough to throw a Molotov and sniper rifle then. That's not terrible. This is what, 25? So that would be a 16 plus 10 would be 25. So if we save 10 points a round, like every other round, we'd be able to sniper rifle and a pistol. So that might work out for us. That might work out for us, actually. Not a guarantee. Not a guarantee, but it might work out for us. Do you want this? You do, but you can't afford it. Because, of course, you can. Alright, we'll trade him that stuff, and we'll keep the... We'll get this rapid reloader. Because I think the problem we're having right now is that the damage on this is just kind of on the low end. Even if I am getting 2 shots with it. So it's almost leaning a little too much towards, I think, an assault rifle. Hello, Dercia. The middle-aged woman smiles at you as seeing you enter the store. Her voice is bright and expressive. With with constant but never too distracting changes in pitch and rhythm. Not surprising, her gesticulation matches the playfulness of her voice, sometimes even surpassing it, which often makes you wonder if she's going to slam her arm against the desk or knock something over. However, nothing of the sort happens in your presence. Is this a reference to Moya from Fallout 3? Oh, a customer, come in. I'm Durcia, the owner of the little store. This little store. It might be little, but the selection of little items is huge, so take your pick. By chance, have you heard of either of these people? Husband and wife? Yeah, I remember them being here recently. Well, relatively recently, just before the big earthquake. Yeah, that's when it was. They often visit my little store to pick up some items for your station. I like them. They are nice people. Okay. I don't know what happened to them after they left, though. I think I saw them around the city a few times because the train stopped for some time. But after that, no. Haven't seen them again. That's all I can tell you. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Barter? So you want 3 foodstuffs, 1 plant or fungus, 1 belt. Always looking for bullet or shells and luxury items. Huh. Okay. So we could, honest to God, sell you, like, random shell casings. And you'll take an unlimited number, which is also cool. Got some guns. So yeah, they just sell a little bit of everything. Oh, you have a bunch of random armors, though. Oh. Man, none of them are any good. Has a 35 chance to black, but 36 of magical melee damage. Normal threshold 100 and 100. Armor penalty, oh my god. So, galvanic riot armor with steel shield. Interesting. What's this? Oh, galvanic vest. Provides moderate protection against electrical attacks and carries a hybrid ballistic panel. Okay. Not terrible, but it doesn't give us the stealth bonus we crave. We crave in our souls, deep down inside. Steel plate. Napalm C. This is powerful military-grade incendiary substance. Handled with extreme care. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything in here, though, that, like, I desperately need. But I do have a bunch of shell casings that you can have. I don't think I'm going to be able to refill these. Shotgun shells we don't need. We don't need 5mm. Or jacketed hollow point 5mm. There's some more shell casings and some more shell casings. I don't think we're going to have enough chemistry to probably make bullets anyway. So, unless does it tell me? Oh, it's mechanics 30 to make our own bullets. Oh, you know what? We probably have to mix it with an explosive, and we probably don't have the chemistry for that. But that's okay. Auto? 27 bucks is 27 bucks, I guess. Even if it is leaning towards them a little bit. I wish there was a little thing that told you actual value versus, like, given value. So that I would know how much I'm losing out on. It doesn't look like much, but the fact I'd have to total this all up myself versus what I'm being given is a little obnoxious. I don't think I need a crossbow. I mean, we have one in case, but I don't think I've really used it since some of the very, very early stuff when we were hunting those cave rabbits. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's take the $27. Alright, thanks, Dorcia. Thanks, Darcia. What's in here? Oh, shell casings. Well, look at that. Talk to them. Oh, yeah, there was something else we were looking at buying while we were in town. What was the other thing? What was the other thing? Oh, we wanted a vest, right? We wanted an electrical vest. I guess we'll look around and see if we can't find like an armor store. Oh, it's John the Beautiful again. Welcome, John the Beautiful. Haven't seen you since you accosted me when I walked in here. Good to see you again. I'm being attacked by someone. Ow. Alright, I was mugged. I have been mugged. I have been muggeted. Critical hit. I shoot them again, and then we will sprint over here. Okay. Wow. Okay. I think... Oh, no. I'm not incapacitated? Oh, okay. But I am still mangled, so... Somehow I don't have enough action points to do that again, which kind of sucks, but alright. Wow, just... all the damage, baby. Wow, we actually managed to survive a single opponent attacking us. That's actually extremely rare. We got a train log and some other stuff. Alright. Mechanical damage resistant and threshold increased by 23% against melee attacks. How odd. Tungsten steel combat knife. Alright. Well, that happened. We can't claim it didn't. It definitely happened. We'll do that. And then, we'll do this. We'll heal up. Reload. It's the wrong button. Well, that happened. Can't say it didn't. It definitely happened. I think it's the first time we've survived a mugging, like, ever. 9 times out of 10, those just kill me. Like, flat out. Well, there was a store here at one point, but it seems to not be here anymore. Ooh. A free flashbang. Take that. There's a ladder here, but I can't actually use the ladder. Odd. Couple of zoners. Dead body. And stand here for a second, see if anybody appears. Free drones. I don't know what that means. There's a ladder. Oh, there's an invisible person. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, they're shooting me with a crossbow. That's different. Well, unfortunate. But why can't I hit you? Why is my chance to hit so low? My chance to hit is very low for some reason. I mean, we got one shot on them, which is good. Okay. Wow, nice. Just insta-killed me and I'm stunned. And dead! Yay, we did it, team. Dead again. Okay. That was... I'm really starting to feel like sniper rifles, because of how this module works, actually aren't good. Because their thing is supposed to be range, right? Which is fine. Their range is supposed to be very good. The problem is that their range is on par with a crossbow. So if you think about that for a second, that really makes crossbows way more powerful than, like, a sniper rifle. Right? Like, a sniper rifle, I should be able to shoot stuff reliably from 100 yards. But this module has a max view distance of, like, 20. Like, 20 squares. I'm going to go with, like, 60 feet. So that really, really takes the usefulness of sniper rifles down a bit, you know? Like right now, with this guy, I only have a 47% chance to hit someone standing in broad daylight that I can see. What? I guess let me try this night vision goggles thing. How do I activate these? I assume it's like, do I have to like apply it to the bar thing? Okay, it's like that. Okay. Okay. That helped a little bit. Not great, but a little bit. Okay, we just missed. Do very little damage. Okay. At least we got some points back, I guess. Oh, oh, that's a choice. I didn't expect that. He got me there. I didn't expect him to hide around the corner like that. Okay, well now I'm poisoned, so I'm just going to lose probably. Okay, he gets a critical hit me, so now I'm definitely going to die. And there's just nothing I can do about that, which is unfortunate. So, yeah. Yep, see, his range on his crossbow is equal to my sniper rifle. And there's nothing I can do to, I probably can't actually shoot him from here. Yeah, I can't actually hit him from here. Wow. This is sort of insane. Alright. And I lose. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is just now, I think, a pacifist run. I think we're done being able to actually, like, fight stuff. So... Is there something interesting on my face? Stop staring. Oh, what's this one? Barrel soup ladle. A plain ladle connected to a large pipe. It has to be long enough so the zoners can scrape the bottom of the barrel. Wow, that's a 2 XP item. Wow. Okay. I'm surprised that's a 2 XP item. Oh wait, there is a junk pile here. I thought that was just part of his name, but there actually is a third item here. Alright. Oh, there's nothing even in it. Well, I mean, we tried this. At least we tried to use the the night vision goggles. They didn't accomplish anything for us, as I was worried about. Radisson? The man starts screaming something at you as soon as you near him. Fortunately, due to him having a single rotten tooth in his mouth, you find it difficult to discern anything of his frantic speech. Anything but one word. Bucket. One specific bucket, it seems. Maybe with a hole or two? You aren't sure. Sadly, that is all you're able to make out of his incomprehensible blustering, and we'll never know why that particular bucket means so much to him. Leave the man alone. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, it's a gangster. And nothing over here. There's some stuff over there, but I don't think I can actually get over there. Was this gangster hostile? I can't see over tents, so I don't know if this guy's actually hostile. No, he doesn't seem to be hostile. No, he's not inherently... Oh! Nope, I take that back. Apparently he is actively hostile. Okay, now I'm just stunned. Okay. Okay. I guess I can try to win this fight. Nope, I'll light myself on fire with the Molotov. Also stun myself if I throw that. I guess I can... I don't know. I'll try to shoot this guy, I guess. Okay, not dead. I'll walk over here, try to break line of sight. Okay, I'm gonna die on my turn. Okay. Okay. Ah, dead. Because I haven't been using many of the module's tools. I guess. I don't know what that means. Like, am I just supposed to be literally throwing flashbangs every turn or something? I don't understand. Caltrips, adrenaline. Okay, so that's what it is. I just am expected to constantly be just jacking myself full of drugs. Every fight, yeah, pretty much. Okay. See, okay. Alright. That doesn't feel like good combat to me, but I'm in the minority on that one, so that's fine. Having to constantly, like, spend 3 turns just, like, hulking up on drugs to have even a chance of succeeding in combat doesn't make sense to me, but I'm in the minority. I know I'm in the minority on that, so, yeah. Alright, yeah, I can't go that way, or he'll just attack me. Is doing the same thing in here? No? Okay. Locked 60, so we should have no problem with that. It's barely even hulking up. Okay, well, I mean, I'll let all the soldiers know that when they go into a fight, they should eject themselves with combat adrenaline. Oh, great, I'm overweight. Fun. Most of the drugs are locked behind biology skill. To use them? Or to make them? Both. Okay. Yeah, I'm overweight again, so I don't know. My weapons and arm attacks reduced by 4%. That's pretty good. A reduced detection, which is really bad. Minimal strength 9, so I can't wear the steel armor. Because people don't sell the higher biology drugs. Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of regret not doing like a crossbow build now. Crossbow, maybe submachine gun. Yeah, 25 action points for a crossbow, so you've got 2 attacks by default with that. But the fact that you can add like stun bolts and explosive bolts and stuff really helps kind of overcome that limitation. I guess I'll just store a bunch of stuff in this barrel and hope it doesn't despawn. I can't sell any of this because everyone runs out of money very quickly. I guess I should just start leaving most things on the ground. I don't need that or that or that. That's... armors have value. The knives aren't worth it. Keep that. Advanced patching kit. Shock bolts. And 0.5 weight isn't much weight. The rifle can stay that. We want to keep that with us. Armor. Again, knives don't matter. I don't need this. Does this not stack with my other nets? It doesn't. That's super weird. Still really wish I had a key ring or something, but... Alright. At least I can move around again. Oh, I'm being approached by a guy, so I'm probably gonna die. A man wearing concealing robes comes up to you. His garment seems spotless and well kept and includes a pleasant smell. He then places his hand on his chest, making his long, clean nails visible. And after taking a small bow, he starts speaking with a pacifistic, balmy voice. To chart is evolution, traveler. I can see you are busy, so I won't take too much of your time. My brothers and sisters are members of the Institute of Chort, an institute where studies and celebrates... Wait. An institution which studies and celebrates a magnificent being called Chort, as you may have already guessed. The way I think of it is like AOD, but unlike AOD, shops refresh, so you're expected to use more gadgets in every fight. Well, yeah, but what do I do with like 12 guns? Am I expected to just travel to 12 different gun stores to be able to sell like 2 guns to each of them? Or am I just not meant to like bother picking up guns that aren't just the most valuable? Is that what it is? Like, there's 12 guns, like, say there's like 4 guns after the fight. You can, or you can just not bother selling everything. Alright, so yeah, I guess I'll just not bother picking things up. I guess if it doesn't have like a minimum value of like 3,000, I won't bother picking it up anymore. Seems weird, but I mean, if stuff just isn't worth people buying, I guess it's not worth it, right? It's an interesting economy for sure. Not saying it's wrong, it's just an interesting economy. Usually I would go on shopping spree and sell a bunch. But I like getting stonks and modules. Alright, yeah, I'll just not bother picking things up anymore. A selling spree, rather? Oh, gotcha. Let's see. His voice reveals more and more excitement as he speaks further. Why is it magnificent, you wonder? Well, it's a primordial creature that has the ability to regenerate itself and adapt to new environments with each regeneration cycle, and technically tailor itself to survive in any environment, potentially living forever. I know it sounds impossible to you, but it is true, as their very moment we are trying to utilize that remarkable ability. Direct the human evolution to a point where we too can walk the surface and leave this constricting underground world. To quote our founder, Edian, we can and we must. I won't take even one more second of your time. If you find what I told you fascinating, which I hope you do, brother, you can speak to Minister Previel of the upper level of Core City, just next to the JKK headquarters, and listen to his lecture on Chortism. It explains our ideology in greater detail. Thank you, and Chort guide you. Thank you for the information. I will talk to the minister. I will think about this Percy guy. So long. Percy guy? The things you see. Leave. Alright. Well, that happened. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, this must be the arena? Oh, okay, yeah, this is the arena. Okay. Interesting. Another one of these shortest guys. Ticket vendors. I guess this is the entrance? Okay, well, I don't need this, so... Have you met Al Fabit yet? I don't remember. What is his deal? Percival. Oh, Percival. Okay. Okay. Seems to be just an authentic bathroom. Not a great bathroom, but a bathroom. Okay, there's Abram. Oh, I can actually take stuff off the shelves. Only thing worth taking is the XP item. None of that's worth anything. Hates the economy. I don't think I've run into him yet, no. Where is... Wasn't I supposed to meet Gorski here? Where's he at? Let's talk to Abram. Dogbiter McGillicuddy of GSG. I've been waiting for you. Wheeze, you. Let me begin by saying I am quite satisfied with your performance so far. Hope I had informed my associates of your competence. We've reached a decision to use your abilities again. Are you still interested? Sure. Good. I'm glad you said yes. You have displayed a certain potential, Dogbiter McGillicuddy of SGS. A potential that few possess. I've been informed you have already met Jack Quicksilver. Good. Him and I are part of certain organization whose name will remain unrevealed for now. Talk to the hardcore bar owner, then you'll want to go to the zone north the bar and enter the back door. Okay. What I want to do now is go and speak to Jack. He is waiting for you outside the bar. He has work for you. Once you've completed everything, you will receive further instruction. Can I ask you a question? You may. You may not. All your questions will be answered in due time. I'll speak to Jack. See you later. In dialogue. Okay. What about Ethan? Ethan looks interesting. Perception. Even though you've already observed him in the mundane act of raising his glass and drinking fizzy Illuminati? Really? That's the X-Files theme. Also, that's definitely going to get copyright struck. YouTube has been on a tear of copyrighting my stuff lately. Like, the Majora's Mask stream got copyright for having Legend of Zelda music in it. So, that's bad. Even though you've already observed him in the mundane act of raising his glass and drinking fizzy water, only now does your eye catch a strange visual discrepancy you never noticed before. His hand is holding the glass firmly and steadily, yet the water inside is rippling in an unnatural fashion, as though it is being mildly but constantly shaken. Your mind is finding it difficult to comprehend the image it is being presented with, but you're certain that what you're seeing is not a figment of your imagination. Oh boy, yeah. He takes a sip and puts the glass down, and the water settles. In accordance with the laws of physics you're used to, you look at his hand and see nothing is out of the ordinary. Passed the perception check? We did. We passed the perception check. I mean, we have a pretty high perception. I was told you are someone who might know a thing or two about temporal manipulation. And you see anything going on? I was told you know something about temporal manipulation? Ah, yes, that is true. I am a temporal manipulator, a psionic whose expertise lies in disciplines of temporal manipulation. If you're here to learn new abilities to expand your arsenal of psionic powers, then you're talking to the right guy. Anything interesting going on? Social here is tense even if it appears to be calm. The thing is, people still spend most of their time enjoying brutal entertainment, as though the faceless don't even exist. The tourists arriving in droves to join them. As though that's the charm of a city. Lots of irresistible distractions. It's one of the reasons why I came here. Have my share of the fun before moving on, and then the very thing keeping me here, even though I should perhaps make myself scarce. What do you think of the Faceless invasion? Many here are afraid of the Faceless. Everyone knows the stories and accounts of their vile misdeeds, but the fact that this core city is still standing despite such overwhelming forces show that these beings, whatever they truly are, have dug out of their habitat for a reason other than just to eradicate us. They seek something. I don't stay here for much longer, and maybe I shouldn't have come in the first place, but I didn't know all of this was going to happen. Takes a sip of his fizzy water. Even if I'm right, and the Faceless do not aim to raise the city, if the situation does not resolve within a certain period of time, this area might still become reduced to rubble, especially if the Protectorate decide to intervene. Where will we be going next? South, probably, away from south-north border. There's a secluded bar just north of rail crossing. Perhaps I'll go there. Oh, okay. Sweet. We'll have a good one. Tiffrey, welcome. Net's off and on, but showing some love. Good luck today. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully your internet calms down. Stops having a fit. But welcome, Tiff. Alright, so I gotta talk to the bartender? You walk toward the buff barkeeper, but somewhere along the way a mug flies before your eyes from left to right and collides with some poor squeezer's head. The blow sends the fellow to the floor face first while everybody around him laughs at his misfortune, including the barkeeper. You finally approach him and he yells at you as the only way he heard in this... Wait. He yells at you as that seems to be the only way to be heard in this place. Welcome to Hardcore City Bar, the place where most hardcore meet to have a drink. I haven't seen you before. I'm Gene, the owner, and this here is my beautiful wife, Harriet. Name your poison, mate. I need to talk to Gorski. What do you know about the Black Sea? I need some general directions. I'd like to ask you certain people here in Core City. How do you feel about the Faceless? What can you tell me about your wife? That's incredibly forward, considering I don't know this guy. If you have a high pickpocket, you can troll Ethan pretty hard. Huh. Interesting. I'm looking for Terry and Lori Baker. They're merchants from Southgate Station. Have you seen them? Absolutely, I know the two. They've visited the bar numerous times. Problem is, I can't exactly remember when was the last time they were here. Around the time of the big earthquake happened? Takes a moment to think. Yes, that's right. The earthquake stopped all UnderRail Express traffic, and many were unable to leave the city. The bar was packed back then. Not that I'm complaining, mate. It was hardcore. Nevertheless, I remember seeing them at the bar during that time. He turns to Harriet. Right, love? What? Oh, the Bakers? Yes, yes. They were here at the time. There you go. Anything else you can tell me? No, that's pretty much all of it. All right. Thanks for the info. I got more questions for you, if I may ask them. You know, it's absolutely, mate. Oh, what do you got for food? Not much. Chips, beer, and root soda, huh? Not doing me a lot of good, unfortunately. Alright. So they've seen them, but no one seems to actually know where they're at, huh? Nothing. Oh, there's Alphabet. Let's go talk to Al. Before you stands a man dressed as Junkyard. Large rucksack of metal pipes, fishing rods, and gun barrels stick out. Patch pockets full of wrought forks, screwdrivers, and used flares. Used flares? Stained rat hound skin bags dangling from his belt, pulling on it as if they were full of lead-filled bowling balls. All those things combined must weigh twice as much as him, you feel, and it forces you to simply stand in awe at the durability of the man's legs and back. Then he speaks through his mask. Excuse me, sir, but how would you like to buy those wonderful animal organs and leather? Or those chrome-plated quad handles? I, a well-known scavenger that goes by the name of Alphabet, have many unique and exciting trinkets to sell you and only need a buyer. You can call a city. When you think of the Faceless and the Arena Core City. Alright, what are you bartering? I'm not currently looking to buy anything, come back later. Oh, he's got a human brain. Odd. It's got some dog crates. Turn the hotwire ignition lock on of a vehicle. With your effective lockpicking skill, you could hotwire an ignition lock up to 70. What? I guess I could steal a car? I should buy root soda? Okay. Bear trap. A jet ski? Oh. Weird, but okay. Slackjaw. Cave hopper meat. Potato chips. I mean, this guy's got root soda also. When consumed, increases initiative by 5. I mean, that could probably be good. He's got a hand grenade. High explosive grenade delivers a powerful blast, which is useful against heavily armored targets. Oh, that's how those work out. Okay. Just a big vial of blood. Cave hopper leather, pig leather. Huh. Alright. Alright, so you want me to buy root soda? Yeah, he just wanders around, I guess. Alright. Do you want me to buy all of them or just like one? Just one, and just in case. Okay, well, we've got one of them. That's fine. In arena fights, it can make or break the fight for some of them. Oh, okay. Harriet's... I'm sorry, sweetie. I've got a lot of work to do. Talk to my husband if you need something. Oh, okay. George is over here. What is George's deal? Come up to a short, stocky man looking at the table in front of him. The table is littered with numerous glasses, of which only one is full. As he picks it up, your eyes become drawn to a sizable coal-black tattoo on his right arm. You stare at the ink. It depicts an intricate earth fissure which starts from the elbow and moves down to his hand, with tiny angular cracks radiating from it in all directions. Upon looking more carefully, however, you realize that the center of the tattoo is actually a large scar, effectively making the tattoo its embellishment. Your curious stare provokes an indifferent one from him, as well as a couple of words expressed in a mildly annoyed manner. You need something, bud? My name is Dogbiter. I had some questions. Interesting tattoo there. Who the heck are you and what do you want? My name is Dogbiter. I had some questions. Questions. A man gets tired of these after a while, but they're being asked by random strangers. Well, I told you my name, so I'm not a complete stranger. He chuckles. No, you said a name. I don't know if it's really yours, bud. You could be anyone for all I know. Still, I could just ask you a few questions. Other places too. Yeah, I mean, it could be useful at the beginning of a fight. I mean, we have that one fight south of rail crossing, so having a higher initiative means I might actually be able to do something before I die. And if I'm able to throw a Molotov or maybe a stun grenade and stun a few of them since they're all pretty close to each other, I might be able to get something going and like run away and try to reposition enough to get some advantage. Inspects you for a few seconds too long. I'll bite. You ask a question. Ask your question. Now, whether you'll get an answer, that's a whole different matter. He returns to his drink. Who are you, anyway? Why do you ask? It seems somewhat familiar. And just without looking at you, from where? It's a lot of questions. Do you know that? Well, bud, so do you. Now, what do you say about me familiar? Forget it. I had other questions. All right. Anyway, what can you tell me about your tattoo? What can you tell me about your tattoo? Takes a look at his scar, staring at it for a few moments, taking a sip of his drink, and in the process. The scar is from an accident. The tattoo is from a tattoo shop. Tell me more about it? Nope. He takes a sip of his drink. Why not? Why should I? Because I asked nicely? Well, tough luck. Any other questions? Gotta go. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with him, but it's not really doing anything right now. No, if you retreat, the enemy gets first turn no matter what. Well, I mean, like, reposition, not like leave the scene again. Oh, I need to talk to Gorski. He leans forward and speaks in a whisper. Absolutely. Take this key here. Use the back entrance. It's just around the corner, out and around the corner to the north. Okay. Why? Alright. Guessing this one? Yes. Oh, I didn't notice there was a dead body there on the ground. There's a zone rat. Up the ladder. Oh. It's locked. Seems like a lot to talk to, like, a single guy, but... I mean, bullets, I guess, technically are worth something. Oh, a rat head amulet. Some people believe that wearing this will give you the tenacity to survive in harsh environments where the food is scarce. Electronic scrap, casings, and bottles. Oh my god. Oh, a bullhead. 600 is not much. Basic balaclava. A tungsten steel machete. I mean, I guess technically these don't weigh much. The machete weighs 6 pounds, though. That's definitely not worth it. Since you retreated from the zone. Oh, I get what you're saying. No, you can't get first turn, is what I'm saying. Sort of do nothing in that scenario. Gotcha. He was about to take a sip from a glass filled with some various blood-red liquid, but upon seeing you, he puts it down. Good, you're here. There's work to be done. So what's going on? Why are you holed up here? Those pompous gits, the oligarchs, think they can cut me off from what's happening. I came here to stand against the faceless, and yet they told me in no uncertain terms to pack up and leave. None of your business, they said. Since when is Core City none of my business? I dominated these streets back when they were still nothing but Biocorp henchmen. I bet Protectorate has something to do with this. They're trying to get established here. I can smell it. Well, if they think I'm just going to sit on my hands and let the Protectorate pigs and faceless freaks run around the UnderRail, they have another thing coming. We're going to get a foothold in the city no matter what. So I round up these boys and girls here, Dogbiter McGillicuddy, meet the Zone Rats and their leader, Sneaky. Eh? Sneaky, this is Dogbiter McGillicuddy, the guy I've been telling you about. He makes things happen. Not really. Eh? Good to hear. Sneaky and his fine street fighters have decided to throw their lot in with us in this endeavor. What do Tanner and Vera think of your operations here? Tanner has enough trouble holding the fort and making sure the trading is flowing safely. Not to mention all the repairs and stuff, so we don't need to bother him with this. And seriously think I give a rat's butt what Vera thinks about anything? Her place is in the offices crunching numbers for trade agreements, not deciding what happens on the streets. How bad is the Faceless situation? As you already know, they blockaded the tunnel that connects the south to the rest of UnderRail. Also made a couple of incursions into the city its outskirts. We don't know what the purposes of these incursions is, as they are clearly not trying to flood their troops into the city, at least not yet. You think something about the Protectorate trying to get established here? Do you think they're making their moves right now? They've been trying to get a foothold here for years. It's no secret. The oligarchs don't trust them, but in the wake of the Faceless invasion, they might be persuaded to accept assistance from the Protectorate's base in the junkyard. Also, recently, they managed to negotiate a lease for one of the biggest warehouses at the docks. If my sources are correct, they started hoarding weapons and other equipment there. Alright, so what's the plan? There's two things that could use your help with. With the Zone Rats on our side, we have enough manpower to make our presence known when the time comes. However, they are not that well equipped, and if it comes down to direct conflict with the Protectorate or the Faceless, I'm afraid we would be easily outgunned. I have an idea that we can get a hold of some energy shields that will help us stay alive on the streets. And then there's the matter of this misplaced tunneler that we could make use of if we manage to recover it before anyone else. How do we get those energy shields? So you want me to steal a tunneler from the Faceless? So how do we get those energy shields? Remember that Protectorate warehouse that I mentioned? As I said, we have reason to believe that they've been hoarding weapons, ammunition, and all sorts of other goodies there. We found out from a fairly reliable source that they recently received a package of high-end energy shields. If you could infiltrate the warehouse and nab those shield emitters, that would both strengthen our position and weaken the Protectorate. Sneaky has more details on how you might be able to pull this off. There's this Oaf Bob. He's a Protectorate soldier. Security guard or whatever they call themselves, since they are not officially allowed to have soldiers in Core City. He's also a regular here in the bar. Last night he was drinking himself silly with that Gauntlet girl. And per usual, blabbering about this and that. I don't usually pay much attention to him, but this time he actually said something interesting. He mentioned that shipment of shield emitters and how they are supposedly top quality stuff they are not allowed to use yet, which is good though, as it probably means they are still stored together somewhere in the warehouse. The fool got so drunk that he couldn't turn up for his shift today. He rented a room here at the bar to sober up. This happened before, so it won't be unusual to his compatriots that he is missing. He can use this to your advantage. Strike the useless oaf down and procure his armor and security pass. While I don't think this will allow you to enter freely into the warehouse, it might help you once you're inside. As long as you don't attract too much attention to yourself. No simple task, huh? Very much worth doing. So you're up for it? Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? That's the spirit. Continue. You should speak to Sneaky before you head out. Wait, you should sneak to Sneaky before you head out. She has some info you'll probably find useful. In dialogue. Midlife crisis? I mean a little bit. It sounds more like he's offended that his hometown is kind of being overrun by foreign influences, which is kind of a little bit of a Midnight Crisis thing. So you have high stealth, you don't need to worry about the armor. Oh, okay. Pretty sure their detection will be low enough. Oh. I have some questions about the warehouse mission. What can you tell me about the zone rats? Yeah, what do you tell me about yourselves? We're just a group of capable people who want to survive this ruin of a city. The oligarchs are incompetent idiots who care only about their own well-being, and if the faceless breach the city defenses, I'm sure they'll just run into the arms of the Protectorate friends, seeing the deals they make with them. Pretty sure the detection will be low enough since it's not dominating. No, this is just the start. You'll see what I mean by the end of the quest line. Oh, okay. As for Gorski, we tag along with him mostly because we hate the same things, she laughs, and he's hardcore. So the zone rats like. Tell me about John the Beautiful. She crosses her arms and responds after a pause. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. He told me he hangs around Hardcore City Bar, so I guess you might have met him? We used to spend time together. Yeah? She sighs. He's a nice man. We had some fun. He liked doing certain things. The complicated way, though. And he's obsessed with eating. I mean, really. He used to drive me mad. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to the sounds of munching. He would just look at me and keep munching. That's when I said to myself, enough is enough. But he was sweet otherwise, I suppose. We had some fun. Tell me about the oligarchs. Oligarchy, yeah. It's the typical stuff. You get a bunch of wealthy, powerful, fat rats ruling a decadent city. To pacify the commoners and divert their attention from everything that's wrong, they offer brutal family entertainment. The arena. The poor sods are preoccupied with it as the city's slowly but surely falling apart. That's how our everyday life here in Core City feels. Friend, like the world around you is slowly sinking into the black abyss of the drop zone. And you're sinking with it. Faster than the fat rats, that's for sure. Well, I ain't gonna sit around twiddling my thumbs. I ain't. We ain't. Talk about our McKillicuddy, right? Right. Alright, I have questions about this mission. Shoot. Where'd I find the Bob guy? He's still in one of the rooms here in the bar. You could try stealing his armor and security pass, but it's just zoning him out entirely. He wakes up and notices that they're gone, and he might raise an alarm. We don't want that. How do I get into the warehouse? You could try posing as Bob, but that might be too risky. Even if you manage to pass the gates, you'll probably be questioned why you didn't show up for your shift again. There might be another way into the warehouse aside from the main gate, though. I took a peek at some of the old city plans. There seems to be a direct, uninterrupted ventilation connection from the dock's main utility room to the warehouse lower level. Getting inside this room, now there will probably be a problem itself. Try finding the dock's superintendent. See if he can be bribed to give you access to it. Lastly, you could always try entering through through the port itself if you get a jet ski or some other kind of vessel available. The port's behind the warehouse west of it, and it's a completely separate section, unconnected with the main docks. Now, going through there should be your last option, though, as security is pretty tight, and all the traffic's highly regulated. They know exactly which vessels should be moving in and out of there and at what time, and no one's yet managed to fool them or their pipe-working scanners. Alright. Sounds fair enough. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Okay, so he's in one of the rooms here, huh? Is this door open now by chance? Nope. That would be nice, but nope. Okay. Oh yeah, there's just a dead body here. Hello, John. Hey, pal, I know you'd find me. Need some specification, general information. Why, John the Beautiful? How do you feel about the Fraceland? Terry Lunker Park? Have you seen these two? Oh, the pain. I need an eel sandwich to ease my gastric agony. I'll have that'll be back later. Can't ask him about his relationship with Sneaky. I don't know if I care that much about that, though. Alright, so they want me to go up here and kill some dude, huh? That seems a bit drastic, but I mean, Dogbiter doesn't care. They didn't really tell me what room he's in, though, right? Oh. Ow. Ow. Okay, well... It's not quite what I expected. My character's an idiot. Continues to be an idiot. God, I hate this character. Alright. Didn't they also say he was passed out? I'm kind of confused. What happened to the whole being passed out thing? Wow. Everyone's really interested in what's going on here. So much so that they're blocking me in and I literally can't move. Alright, no one seems to care now. $1,000 is probably worth it. Raw cash. Play regular caltrips to a target area. Anyone who steps on the caltrip suffers 3 to 5 mechanical damage and loses 5 movement points. Player has no movement point and loses action points instead. Stepping on a caltrip cannot deal a fatal blow. AP 20. Cooldown 2 turns. Guess we'll take those too. Just a normal day in UnderRail, I guess. There's only a few rooms. Yeah, but they were all implied to be locked, so I didn't think... Alright, take this guy's stuff. What's funny is these are open now. Scavenger. Thug. Steal all this guy's food. Need to reload. Well, there's a room in there or something, but he's like guarding the front door, so. ID is the important thing. It just needs to go into one of the utility slots just in case. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, we can't hit anybody with a net, so we can probably replace that. I mean, we got a gun. We could sell the gun. That's nice. Let's see. See if I can go figure out a way to kill this mugger. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong for trying to fight a mugger. Like, if we want to have a chance at this at all, I have to at least understand how combat works, and I really don't, so... Alright, so we see the mugger. I have, like, no chance to hit him, though. We have to do this, and then we can put this onto this. So, activate this, and then this. And in theory, I should be able to snipe this guy. But I can't actually seem to hit him with an attack. It's really odd. Now just shoot me with a crossbow, which is more accurate than my sniper rifle, and I'm dead. Alright. I don't understand this combat at all. I don't get it. This is the epitome of module combat. A crossbow has more range than the sniper rifle and is more deadly. I don't get this combat. I mean, what do we got right now that's only sniper rifles? Oh, we can actually switch. Okay, snipe works with crossbows. Cause your next sniper rifle attack to refund its action points of consequence. Okay. Shooting spree. Strafe, move and shoot penalty, sprint, noble hit and run. Any single target range weapon. We could actually pivot into crossbows. Well, I think it's its own skill though, right? Yeah, unfortunately crossbows is its own skill. Yeah, unfortunately we've just bought in too many things that are sniper rifles only. It's not worth doing. I mean, it's almost if it wasn't its own skill, it'd probably be worth trying, but yeah, unfortunately it's not part of it. Doesn't have any derivative of gun, so we basically just have to start over now. See, I wasn't like you. I guess I didn't expect... Gate? Oh, we gotta go with the dogs. You don't need to start over? Okay. If you say so, man. Because it really doesn't feel like I haven't even the slightest chance of winning anything anymore. I can't take a single mugger in combat. Using a sniper rifle with several upgrades. Like I said, you're doing better than most playthroughs. You're just overreacting. Okay, if you say so, but... We're already locked out of a zone because I can't win a combat. I already had to avoid combat multiple times against lone and oh, I forgot. I don't need this. Put that stuff away. I don't know. I guess I'm doing fine. I don't know. Superintendent Ruben, huh? Lockpicking 80. Really? Okay. Oh, the manager has to do with an irrational voice. Could you let me in the utility room? I dropped my key into the vents and I need to get back in. What? Absolutely not. I can't just let anyone crawl through my vents willy-nilly. Intimidation's probably not going to work since we don't really have any points in it. How about if I make it worth your while? Are you trying to bribe me? Certainly not. I'll give you 100 Sharons, 200 Sharons. Probably ask the new superintendent instead. Well, that's too bad. I could use the money. Well, here's 100 Sharons. Go fish. Alright, 200. He looks around cautiously before accepting the coins. Come with me. You need to make sure to use flashbangs and stuff more often and lean into your stealth to make sure you start most fights before your opponent. I literally am trying to use my stealth ranged attack on that guy. If I miss, he just kills me. I guess the problem is I just don't really like having nothing but an RNG build. Which is kind of unfortunate. Alright. Wait here until our stealth recharges. See, I didn't understand, like, going into this, I had figured, well, it's a sniper rifle, right? So you would do stuff like have long range attacks. I really don't. Everything but Psy is that way. Yeah, but it's much worse when you only get one attack a turn as opposed to a submachine gun or an assault rifle or a shotgun or most of the other weapons where you get even minimally two, right? Also, the fact that the maximum range of a weapon seems to be kind of about 20 squares, which is the equivalent for almost all of the weapons. Like, what is the... 14 on that. What's a crossbow get? Crossbow gets 14. Sniper rifles are what, 20? I mean, pistols are only 10, but that's a pistol. But yeah, the fact that, like, a crossbow has 3/4 or more of the range of a full-size sniper rifle is a little weird. Alright? Okay, we can sneak out there. What else do we got? More tunnels. Yeah, I just... When I said sniper rifle, I was like, when we talked about sniper rifle builds, I was thinking, okay, I'll have long range. So you mix that with stealth, and I'll be able to kind of get into position, shoot enemies, and I'll have like 2 turns before most of them could even get to me. And then if I can reposition while all that's going on with like hit and run and strafe and all that, I'd kind of be able to keep them off of me. But what I didn't understand was that that is a very gross looking bathroom. That's like sniper rifles don't have much more range than a crossbow. So it doesn't, the range isn't the advantage on a sniper rifle. The only advantage on the sniper rifle is damage, but my damage really isn't that good compared to like a crossbow. It's pretty good compared to like a sniper rifle, but probably that most zones aren't big enough to take advantage of range. Although I also don't know much of anything about guns in this module. Yeah. Also, the melee combat in this seems insane. Like being able to do 5 attacks with a chance of like incapacitating, aka stunning them for a turn. Every time you melee someone is... Oh, there's stingers here. Okay, well, we're just gonna die to this then. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. Okay. I didn't expect to run into stingers inside of a town, but alright. I think most of those are gonna take us to the same area. Let's just try over here. Well, it's not that the areas aren't big enough. Just need... Oh, stinger. Okay. Alright, so this isn't gonna work, unfortunately. Because this is full of stingers that I can't see, so we're gonna lose to that. My punch builds could usually do 10 or 14 attacks with adrenaline, after I think level 16. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know if this is gonna work because this place is full of stingers, apparently. And they basically kill me in a single turn. Oh, wait, why do I have damage? I guess I got it. Oh, the fight with Bob. Right. Where is... Okay. Eat the stuffed bat. Okay. And you're in normal gear? Yeah. I don't really have other gear to be in, but yes. Where's the stuffed bats? Oh, here we go. Detection by 15%. Alright, we'll eat one of these stuffed bats. See how long that lasts and or if it helps at all. I don't think I've tried to come out of this one yet. Let's see. I swear to God, I turned that off. That is so unbelievably frustrating. I really am starting to get real sick and tired of stuff not doing the things I'm telling it to do. It's just there. Do that, please. God. Okay. Oh, there's one. There's one. Oh, it already sees me. Well, we actually maxed damage, so that's good. I'm guessing another one's probably going to show up and kill me, though. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. Sting. Yep, and dead. Nothing I can do. Okay, so I just have to... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, let's go over there and try again. Alright. Alright, let me eat my bat. So it gives me magical powers. Oh, but eating brings me out of stealth. Never mind. Because I can't eat in stealth. Alright. Okay, open this. I'll eat the bats. Go into stealth. Oh, it's right here next to me this time. Alright, fun. Alright, well, that's not going to work then. Okay. Alright, let's try a different location. There's still that bathroom we haven't tried, I don't think. So we can try the bathroom. Yeah, I think if I was going to do this again, and I wanted to stay with the sniper rifle theme, probably be faster to eat the bat and then save while you're in the vents. Okay. I think the way I would do this is I would primarily I would use probably a pistol. I would do like a pistol build and then just use a sniper rifle for like starting combat. I don't think sniper rifles are meant to be a primary weapon. Like, I think they're viable and they have things they can do. I just don't think they're meant to be like a primary weapon. Or are there's just something I don't quite understand about them? Why is that on? It seems like a really good like backup weapon or like starting combat weapon mixed with another weapon. I think it just has too many negatives to be the primary weapon you use in combat. Like one attack, negatives of something standing adjacent to you. Let's see if we see anything. Guess it was the other one that was the bathroom? We haven't gotten ambushed yet, so maybe once you get basically guaranteed crit, it'll be good. Maybe. But I mean, if we have to rely on a specific feat to make a whole category of weapon work, that's concerning. Okay, there's no... Oh, no, there was a stinger in there. Okay, cool. Somehow it missed? And I still don't have any action points. Okay. I mean, there's nothing I can do here. I'll shut the door. Let's see what happens now. We haven't got... Oh, okay. Most builds are determined by the feats. Like, punch builds have a feat to reduce AP cost of punching by 3. Oh, that time he stabbed me. Yeah, I literally can't see these things. Yeah, so, okay. Let me try with... maybe I just throw flares everywhere and that'll reveal them? Bear trap time? But, well, I mean, I guess they attack me from the floor. Okay. Yeah, so it just knows I'm there as soon as I, like, start. Okay. Okay. We'll try it again. I also don't like that you can't, well, there's a lot of things I think need a little bit of work. I don't know how, like, we can't open this door. I guess I'm gonna have to, like, do it this way? I'm hoping this is the other part of this door. Alright, I guess I just reveal myself and hope it comes over here and then hits the bear trap. Which sucks, because I can't, you know, use my primary ability of sniping, but... Okay. Crawler stinger, no value. Crawler's eye. The muscle of the eye stalk are still twitching, making it squirm in your hand like a worm. I mean, at least that's 2 XP for that. Alright, we'll take the bear trap with us and try this again, I guess. The problem is... there's no door out of here? I guess the only advantage is we get access to this vent system. Hopefully there's something... hopefully this vent leads to someplace good? Wait, what? Oh, that vent's on the other side of the wall. Oh, okay, so yeah, there's literally no reason to be in here. Alright, never mind. Do I have a frag grenade on me? Yeah, I think I have one. Alright, so that doesn't actually accomplish anything, because that... there's nothing in that room. It's literally a dead end. Which is quite funny. Throw it south? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. You're talking about back over here? Throw it south. I can't, there's... I can't. There's no exit from this room. There's no doors or... if I threw it south from in here, it would just explode in the room? Or do you mean like you want me to attract stuff to like this wall? As south as you can. Okay. I don't know the rules for these, but can I do it that way? Alright, I guess I'll try to throw it over there. Alright, I made noise. It may not work, we'll see. Oh, okay. I guess I'll go over here then, where there should be less monsters, hopefully. See, the problem is now I'm worried about using this, the the night vision goggles, because they don't last very long, and I have to just stand here and wait until something gets revealed. So they're gonna run out of energy pretty quickly. Oh, we actually saw something. Okay. Oh, 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 it sees me. It sees me. Around the corner here for a second. Okay. I've got about a 70% chance to hit it. Let's see if we can actually do anything with this. Alright. Alright, that worked. I'm going to hide over here in this corner. Hope for the best. Nope. Crawler found me. That's unfortunate. Okay, stunned. Oh, another one showed up. Alright. Since that didn't work, we can try dodging as soon doing the same as soon as you get out of the vent in the big room. Then retreat to vent. Yeah, so what we can do... Yeah, so what I'll have to do is... Okay, so going in there didn't do me any actual good. So what we'll do is we'll go over here and see if I can get out of this vent without being instantly seen. And then... Nope, something saw me. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do. I mean, it's just... I guess we can... Can I put this on? You can't change gear while you're in combat. Alright, so yeah, we're just dead. Let me reload. If I remember correctly, it's 15 AP to enter and exit event, so you could do it safely all in one turn of combat. No. It has told me repeatedly you cannot interact with vents while you're in combat. It doesn't even tell me, like, I don't have the AP for it. It literally just says you cannot interact with vents while you're in combat. So I can't be in combat and go through a vent. So I'm going to have to, like, do a thing. I'm going to have to do a thing. And then go back in the vent before combat start. You won't be in combat, just don't attack the scorpions. Okay. I guess this, since they're probably immune to that anyway. Nope. Okay. Yeah, cannot interact with objects during combat. So there's nothing I can do there. Something opened a door? Wait. What? I'm in combat. Why can I crawl into this vent? It just told me I cannot interact with objects in combat. What? What? I don't understand. The scorpion left you. But I was still... Okay, I guess. If I'm in combat turns, doesn't that mean I'm in combat? So should I not be able to interact with things that are combat restricted? Okay. This... I don't understand this module at all. Only if you're fighting an opponent. Okay. This module is something else, man. Oh, there's a guy here. Why did a human being show up? What? Apparently they killed the corpse crawler? A Deathstalker corpse. What? Oh, apparently a lone guy came down here and just killed all the death crawlers. He's the guard? And he's able to come down here and kill a bunch of invisible death crawlers by himself? What? Yep. What? Okay. Sure, why not? So clearly our character at level 1 is actually a child. Is that what it is? Is that like the joke? That our character is actually a child at level 1, and then when they hit level, like, 25 is when they become, like, a level 1 adult? I think that would actually make this universe make more sense to me at this point. Because we're what? We're level 11, so we're not quite halfway through the full leveling tree, and we can't stand a chance against a lone guard? That's really weird. I wouldn't say it's that bad, but you start very weak. Yeah, I guess. To me, it feels like that. It very much feels like we are some kind of child. Oh, there's a guy in there. Nothing of value. Okay, well, we're here. I don't know where I'm going, but I guess we made it. That's crazy. They just let... Okay, they just let literal death crawlers live underneath their base without bothering to get rid of them. Probably should go ahead and save. Yeah, might as well. Dock stuff. Well, we got a key out of here at least, and 50 bucks. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, well, that sucks. Yeah, it's pretty dumb that they're here. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. That'd be like literally the equivalent of like, oh yeah, there's a couple of death claws in the base or in the basement. We don't bother dealing with the death claws. Like, what? Yeah, we just let them roam around and do whatever they want. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, so the supervisor, I guess, is going to come back at some point. So I need to do this in a hurry. Oh, check during heavy guard. And a worker. So we'll just follow him out. Okay. we got? Oh, more bubble gum. Oh, this guy is just standing right next to me. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to be or whatever. Oh, no, they just know where I'm at. Alright. Oh, because my stealth turned itself off because I went through a zone. Alright, cool. Really, the gun's the main oddity here. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's not going to do me any good then. Oh, okay, we're just hard locked. Alright, we'll go back here. Okay, we'll just go back to this, I guess. Wow, that's brutal. Losing all your stealth when you transition to a new area when you're trying to do a stealth mission is insane. That's like comically broken. Alright. Alright, so we have to do this. We're gonna put this on. I have to switch. I guess that. Alright, so we do this. Y. Okay, wrong button. Try to throw that. That doesn't work. We go back. Okay. Woot woot, welcome. I think the worker saw you before you entered the next area. Yeah, but yeah, the autosave is really what messed us up there. But welcome, woot woot. I think the other area has turrets with true sight. I don't remember. Haven't went there in a long time. But yeah, welcome, woot woot. It sounds like you're an expert in this module. We have three. Well, we have two. I think people who have like over 100 hours in this now. Then I think a third person. I'm trying to remember how it works out. Two people with 1,000 hours and one with 300 hours, I think. So we're always looking for another helpful hand. Woot woot. Do you have any experience with sniper builds? Hopefully, because I can really use some sniper build help. We've been trying to make this sniper build work for a while, and I just cannot find. I cannot figure out how to get this to work. Thanks, and nope, still very new to the module. Around 20 hours, I don't think I'm this far into it. Ah, gotcha. Well, I guess spoilers then, potentially. Spoilers. I guess to let you know where we're at, we're in Core City. And we're helping, Abram, I think is his name. We're helping, or no, we're helping Gorski. You should know who Gorski is. You might not know why we're helping him, but you should know who Gorski is. Let's see. Night vision goggles again. Grenade again. Let's just save again. Hope. Gorski midlife crisis questline. Yeah. I don't mind spoilers as far as I can tell. Meta moduling is needed. Yes, 100%. I would, if I wasn't playing this on stream with like 3 people to help me, I would have quit a long time ago. I unfortunately am not one of the people who enjoys this module, or at least not with a sniper rifle build. Maybe Ika's like 15 punches a turn thing would be a lot of fun, or maybe there's another kind of build, like maybe the shotguns would have been a lot of fun, but unfortunately the sniper rifle build I tried to choose is not working out for us, unfortunately. Alright, so this, we do that, and then we get back into the vent. We end combat. Can't end combat at this time. We let the guard fight the bugs for us. That's all I just remembered. The Abram questline needs to be done in specific ways, otherwise we'll fail. Probably won't be able to tell until later on. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's one problem with this module, though, kind of in general, Woot Woot, is it feels like it really expects you to come in with meta knowledge, or it expects you to go to the wiki and figure out what's going on with the wiki. I mean, it's, oh, these guys aren't dead. Okay. Oh man, this is some good stuff, team. I can't target this guy because of the wall. Alright, well that's not gonna work. I guess this time the guy didn't respond to the grenade. Alright, so we go down here. Do that, maybe? We're back in combat, so I can't leave through the vent. Let's see if we can shoot this thing. Out of action points. So it should just stab me and then disappear. Yeah. Oh, we were actually able to get out of the combat or whatever. Don't understand how that works. Yeah, I understand that this is like a custom engine made by one person. And for what's here, that's amazing. It's just there's a lot of weird little details that need some fixing for sure. Like not being able to see the grid system, that's a problem. That really needs to be fixed. Not having a way to turn on permanent shift mode so that you can always see people through walls is definitely a big problem. Oh, there's literally 2 crawlers on top of each other. Okay. Interesting. Let's throw this and see what happens. Wow, that sure didn't do much damage. And it did way more damage to me than it did to him. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I completely applaud this person for making this by themselves. It's amazing what they've done. It's just, there's some stuff you can really see here is just, unfortunately, a little rough around the edges. Like, if they came out with an UnderRail 2, and they had a small team of, say, like, maybe 15 people, to kind of bring in some of the stuff that's missing from this, that could, like, refine this experience a little bit, I think they'd make an amazing thing that people would be heralding as, like, the coming of, like, Fallout, a true Fallout sequel or something. Like, 100% that. But I think the way this is now is it's just a little too rough for most people. Just a little too much. Oh, bump. Yeah, I can't quite figure out what I'm supposed to do here. I don't understand why the guard responded to the grenade last time, but is not responding to the grenade this time. That's very odd to me. Oh, okay. So we can actually... I can't see him. I can see him, but I can't see him. For some reason. So I can... Oh, whoa, start combat! Okay, back we go to try this again. Okay, he just sees me. I thought you saved it. I did. But the room I saved in was immediately... An NPC immediately comes in and bumps me if I'm in that room. Because of how small the room is, so there's nothing I can do about it. And then when I transitioned, it auto-saved. And when I came back, it auto-saved. So both my auto-saves are overridden. So... It was a death hard save and then 2 useless auto saves. So I have to go back to this. Yeah, crawler just sees me over here. All right. Nope, he just sees me. Oh well, yeah, oh well. Okay, just... Wow. I bumped into him, and he didn't come out of stealth mode. Only I did. That's amazing. Okay. How am I supposed to do this? What was the creator's thought process for this? I'm very curious on what the logic for this was supposed to be. Okay. I mean, technically I'll get to go first, but I can't snipe. Well, I can try to snipe, I guess. Okay, we got lucky. We actually got lucky there. We were able to snipe. Okay, let me turn this off to save battery. So now we just wait for everything to refill. Okay, we turn stealth back on. Turn this back on. Back through here. That's the only thing worth it. Wait. Okay, nothing in there worth anything. Okay, so the guard didn't hear the bullet, I guess. Turn that off while I reload. That's not what I want. Okay, I guess I'll just save now. Okay. Gar's listening to his underpod? I guess so. Yeah, if we're going to be using these night vision goggles this much, I definitely need to get a bunch of batteries. I just need to drop a bunch of money and get like 50 batteries that we're carrying with us at all times. I didn't realize that they were going to be so battery prone. Okay. I can't turn the battery off. Oh, the battery died, I think. Wait, did they die? Yes, they died. Okay. Alright. Save. Past bugs. Okay. Wait, so where's this vent system take us? Like, what's the connecting vent to this? Okay. So is this just like... No, this is upstairs. Oh, this is like a separate area. Okay. So wait, what is this then? This is like a sealed off room. Oh, okay, there's literally nothing in here. This is just an empty room. Weird. Okay, so what is this one? Oh, this is the other side of... Oh. Okay, so then the wall, I guess, could be exploded? Yeah, I guess you could blow open this wall if you wanted? Why would you want to do that? Huh. Wow, okay. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I mean, maybe... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something else. Maybe that's part of a different quest or something. To make this area easier to, like, break into, you can... Why is my character... Okay. I don't understand why my character is doing that. Okay, a bunch of valueless stuff. I need to hurry over here and grab this real quick. Because they're about to come back. Grab that. Grab that. Okay, we can go in here now. Hide around this corner, so hopefully that the guy doesn't see me. Okay, he can't see me, so that's good. We're safe in here for now. Wait for the worker to go back across. Okay, we got bubble gum, graphite, so we take the bubble gum. I don't know how you would do this without stealth. Okay, we got a locker. Oh, there's an extended rifle magazine in the locker. Another locker's empty. Waste pack and an aluminized balaclava. Weird. None of those are worth anything, though. Oh, a tyranny type shotgun. Ceramic plate. So let's see, that's worth something, that's worth something. Ooh, the vest is worth a lot. Shotgun shells are light, that's light. Energy shield emitter shipment. Okay, that's what we're here for, right? Oh my, there's just a bunch of guns? Okay, steel plates we're taking. Gun. Snag all this ammo. It's not worth it. Ammo, shotguns, this, shotgun shells. ID card and I think the armor on they think you're Bob until you get too close to them. Oh, okay. Warehouse inventory list. That's the last one of those we need. Molotov, grenades. MP grenade. Okay, this is all ammo, so we can just take all of this. Yeah, I don't think any of this is going to have the value we need. I guess the weight's pretty low on all of it. Yeah, a pound for 200, though. It will refuel a fireplace. Interesting. Okay, so we're pretty overweight. We're 15 pounds overweight. 11, 6. Okay, so that's a better balaclava. Oh, we have this armor, though, and the armor's not worth anything, so we'll leave the armor here. Yeah, the armor's not worth anything. Plus, we can pin this on Bob. I mean, it's worth less than $2,000 for this insulated steel armor, so... Okay, now we're only 5 pounds too heavy. If only that didn't have such high AP costs. Well, it's 10 pounds for a ceramic plate for $1,200. We could probably drop that, to be honest. See, at least with this steel plate, we can make a bunch of bear traps. How much do bear traps weigh? 14 pounds, so a pound each. Oh, that would actually lose us 7 pounds. Alright, we can do that then. We'll just make we'll make bear traps right now. Can I make bear traps, like, while stealthed? The quest was updated so you actually got an E-shield, but I don't remember whether it happened now or before the final quest. Oh, we picked up a box of them, so... Okay, steel plate. Put that in there. Oh, they're too high of quality. They require an 82 mechanical skill. Weird. Alright, well that's not happening then. Boots are 2 pounds. 5. £3 for 2,000. I guess we can leave this ceramic plate behind. And I mean with the quest reward. Oh. Oh, I don't know about that. Orsi wants you to find a way to enter the Protectorate warehouse at the Core City docks and recover a shipment of energy shield emitters. I think you might have some clues. There's work to be had at the eastern section of the Core City docks, apparently. We met Abram. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Whiskey in the city and hardcore bar. Okay. Alright, so we got anything that was really, really worth any kind of value. $500. Yeah, so we're probably good to leave. Hard part's just going to making sure we get the timing right. Okay, supervisors. We're in a little bit of a... Oh, the Protectorate Sentinel came back already. Well, that's bad. Alright. Well, never mind. That's really strange. He hasn't done that in the past, but that's okay. Okay, so we know there's someone in there. Nothing in there. Yeah, you come out and give us the key card. Like that. Guards coming. Workers coming. Protectorate Sentinels coming. Go over here, hit this. Go in here and get what we need. That, and that. Don't need those. Take all of this. Acid vial? Oh yeah, that has no value whatsoever. Oh, we take all of that one. Then we can leave Bob's armor here. This is back under weight. Don't remember what's in this locker. Oh, we'll take that. Oh yeah, those other ones don't have any value whatsoever. Okay. Okay, let's see in there. No, go in here, please. Go in here, please. It's just a bunch of empty boxes. Oh, he can see me? That's odd, but alright. We all right driving? Alright, drive safe. Okay, so now we just got to figure out what we're going to do with this worker guy. Okay, so next up should be the Protectorate Sentinel. When the Sentinel comes back, the other guard should be coming back also. Okay. Oh, you... Why did you... Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let's try her again, team. Sure is a lot of randomized movement around here. Yeah, these timings are very random. Is that nothing? That's steel plates. All of this one. We have Bob's armor here. Unless we don't bring the ceramic plate with us. Nothing in there. Oh. Oh. Oh, he technically saw us there somehow, but... Odd that he didn't, though. Huh. Okay, well that happened, I guess, team. It definitely built up to red. He definitely saw us, but apparently he didn't actually see us. So, that's fine. And then, energy shield emitter shipment. Contains a number of not yet unused energy shield emitters. This requires the batteries repaired. Wait, their batteries prepped before they can be used for the first time. Okay. Alright. So now I just gotta get out of here. Alright, so we'll just save here then. Bugs 2. Thank God we had pretty good stealth. Probably could have switched this. Oh yeah, I could have put the balaclava back on to give us better stealth, but not that big a deal. Okay. So now I just got to figure out how to deal with the bugs. See if I can actually see any of them. Oh yeah, there's one. Okay. Man, it's such a low chance to actually hit this thing. Oh, it didn't. And our character moved instead of attacking. Okay, fun. Character's a complete idiot. Gotta remember that. Okay. Just gotta remember our character is a complete idiot. Okay, we'll do that. Maybe run down here around the corner. Okay, sounds like he's finding the bug. Which is great. Alright, we can just get out of here now, team. Alright, well that actually worked out for us okay. Cost us 200 bucks, but that's not too bad. We'll make that up with gotten loot. Thank the lurkers. You have the Twitch row go around. We always appreciate you. Anybody who checks out the VODs here on Twitch or checks out the VODs in the YouTube repository, thank you. It's always greatly appreciated. But yeah, that'll be it for me, everyone. Thanks for hanging out on this kind of relaxed Saturday stream. It was just a long week, and I needed some time. But thanks again, everyone. I hope to see you all back tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah. Bye.